So Common NSC.
NSC, we in the building, baby. What it do, Matthias?
Man,
can't call it, man.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a great weekend. We had a great weekend of NFL football. I'm so ready to hop into this because, man, I've watched so many damn Dallas Cowboy fan reaction videos that I am getting recommended Dallas Cowboy shit. You know what I mean?
Bro, it was a good weekend for football this weekend, man. I liked it, man. And I thought it was gonna be that way too. I ain't gonna lie, but I wasn't let down, except for like the Buffalo Bills and the Chiefs. But that's another story.
That's the game I was waiting to see. That Buffalo Kansas City game.
Yeah.
Woo. Let's bring up the scores right here so we can talk about it, chat it out.
Hey, I'll tell you like this. You know, they always try to put all the blame on Josh Allen. You can't do that this time.
Hell no.
Josh Allen played.
You gotta blame the defense. You gotta blame wide receivers for dropping balls. Stephon Diggs is an all-time great. So you put the catch of that pass, bro. Like there's nothing you can't defend that. You know what I mean?
Nope. They always want to blame Josh. He ain't this. Now what can you say?
You can say is that y'all lost. That's all you really can say about that. But speaking about that game, though, right? Let's talk about that game. We're gonna hop right into it. The Chiefs played the Bills at the Bills Stadium, and on this Super Bowl Sunday, the Chiefs come out victorious, 27-24. What a game! Patrick Mahomes definitely danced around, did his thing. He did everything he needed to do to get the W. We're gonna talk about it in another game also, but he did everything he needed to get the W. And Josh Allen fell a little bit short, but I think he played a phenomenal game, though. Phenomenal.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I can't take nothing away from Josh, man. He did his thing, especially with his legs. He did his thing.
Who did you expect to win this game beforehand?
I expected the Bills to do it. I mean, I just thought this was their time to get theirs. You know, it didn't happen.
I mean, the cards. I think the cards were stacked correctly for Buffalo to come out on top at home. Like last week, they were at home also. That crowd was crazy. That crowd was crazy last night. And, man, I got to say, it was just a great game, man. A great game. That pass down the middle when Shakir was wide open in the end zone, right. I think it's because his feet got messed up because his offensive lineman got pushed into him by Chris Jones, which is a great defensive play by Chris Jones. You know what I mean? A lot of things contribute to Buffalo catching that L.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I feel like, do you ever feel like? Do you feel who out of quarterbacks? Do you feel like there's any other quarterback that gets the rest on the ref side besides Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know what you mean because Patrick Mahomes lost a game when they called that boy Tony offsides for being on the line. So they haven't really been getting the calls this year, like talk about. So I don't know what.
Yeah, I feel like they really soft on Patrick. Like he gets away with, like especially to where the defensive players are scared to hit him.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all.
He runs down the sideline like every game, and it's like he picks up so many yards on sideline. I'm like, just hit this man, push him out. Like just push him.
But the reason they can't touch him because he steps out before they put his hands on him. Like that's smart. You run down the sidelines, they come to hit you. Just step out of bounds, and if they hit you while you stepping out of bounds, then it's a penalty. So yeah, that's smart playing.
They'll let this man pick up 15 more yards running down the sideline.
I don't know what you mean by they let. I don't think in an NFL game no one's letting you get nothing. I think Patrick Mahomes is taking every yard he get, bro.
Nah, I mean
that's what
maybe
any NFL player right now.
It's
the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, but you can run the tape and see what they do on the sideline. That nigga. I mean, I'm not saying that they do that. I'm saying it seems like they scared to hit this man on the sideline.
I don't think they have. I don't think they have the opportunity to hit him, dog. Like when they can, they will. But if you run down the sideline, you see defenders coming at you. You right by the sideline. You can just step to the left one time and you're out of bounds. You're like,
and
as a quarterback, you don't want to get hit.
Oh no. I thought I was only saying that until I started talking to more people, and they was like, "Yeah, it's like this run on the side, and nobody will touch him."
because they don't have the opportunity to touch him. He gets out of bounds. If he stays in bounds, I promise you, somebody gonna lay that hammer. Pause. Like it's coming. But if you don't stay in bounds, shit, you ain't gonna get hit. And you the quarterback. You shouldn't be taking these crazy ass hits. Oh, speaking of hits though, running the hits. Josh Allen last night in the fourth quarter just completely avoided catastrophe when he fumbled that ball. But there was a player who had the right mind frame who stayed engaged and recovered that ball for the Buffalo Bills, because that game would have been over right then and there.
Man, you ain't lying. That's like I say, like every time these two, a hard fought game. Like it always ends weird. It's always a crazy ending. That's like even last year. You know what I'm saying? It's like a crazy ending every time these two teams, and they're not even in the same division.
Yeah, they're in the same conference.
They're in the same conference, but it's like you would think they're in the same division the way these two teams play each other.
I mean, once they play 4 times in the regular season, and I believe the Bills are 3-1. So like the Bills have like dominated the regular season, but they're 0-3 in the playoffs against the Chiefs. Like if you in the playoffs, you got to see the Chiefs.
Each other 4 times. They're not in the same division.
They've played each other in the times they played Josh Allen versus Mahomes. They've played 4 times in the regular season.
Okay.
In those 4 times in the regular season, the Bills have owned the Chiefs. Josh Allen is 3-1 in the regular season. In the postseason, in these playoffs,
yeah,
they are 0-3 against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and it's always a crazy game. I can't lie. I like the rivalry of these guys.
Yeah, like people say Peyton Manning and a Tom Brady type rivalry, but true, the numbers aren't there, and like the achievements aren't there for Josh Allen, right? Peyton already had a MVP. Tom won the Super Bowl, so it's not the same. But the way it makes you feel when you're watching the game, you know what I mean? That's where you get that Peyton Tom Brady rivalry feel. So the numbers may not say that, but it reminds us of the years and years we got of watching Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I hope it's more to come.
Yeah, I think so, man. They're both gonna be really good for a long time, for a very long time. Talk about the second game, man. Actually, this game right here was crazy. CJ Stroud taking on Lamar Jackson, baby. The soon-to-be 2-time MVP of the NFL, Lamar Jackson. So on Saturday night, the Texans lost 34-10 to Baltimore Ravens, moving on to the AFC Championship to face those Chiefs. CJ Stroud's been running. He's had a hell of a year. No rookie has ever done it better. He definitely stepped to the plate, delivered in big ways. I can't say enough about CJ. He was everything and more that they expected. Great job by the coaching. D'Amico, his first year, great job, man. I mean, Willie Anderson, they hit on another draft pick that was just phenomenal, man. That defense looked real. Singletary looked like a real running back. So big shout outs to the Texans. But hold up. Lamar Jackson, though, is a man on a mission. All right. He is not fucking around. Lamar is playing some ball. And he's been playing some ball, pause, for like the past 6-7 weeks. That's just been like spectacular, pause. You know what I mean? Like, tell me what you thought about this game, Matthias.
Man, I honestly I don't care what the score says. I love this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I find myself doing? Defending. I'm a Giants fan, but I was finding myself defending more the Texans, because the Texans, a lot of Texans fans are like, we weren't supposed to be here anyway. We weren't supposed to be here. You won those games. You earned that. You were supposed to be beat.
I think what they mean is that, like, preseason, before the season started, nobody counted the Texans to make the playoffs. So that's what more they mean, saying like no one saw us coming. We weren't supposed to be here, which is true. Nobody picked them to win there, not to win the division. Everybody had Jacksonville. You know what I mean? Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence couldn't get it done, and them boys went on a run. They had to win to get into the playoffs. It was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a person that's like, take what's yours, take what you earn. Don't yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you earn this.
Definitely. But
Like
the next,
and even Go ahead.
you gotta be proud of the progression too. You know what I mean? Like this is CJ Stroud's first year coach, first year the next draft pick, Willie Anderson. You know what I mean? There's a lot of first year things going on his team, and they really stepped up to the plate and exceeded expectations, man. They were like, I can't say enough good things about the Texans. It's gonna be hard in that AFC though. It's gonna be difficult in that
Ooh,
AFC.
man. Yes. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm proud. But here's the thing. I like what I see. Lamar numbers aren't great, but he does both things with his legs and his arm very, very well. So,
The passing numbers are spectacular, bro. That's why this year is
well,
different than any other year. Lamar Jackson has been on point with his arm and his legs. His
I'm talking about for
accuracy.
that game. I'm talking about just for that game.
Yeah, I mean, he still put up pretty nice numbers. Pretty nice passing numbers, considering the fact that Josh Allen put up 185 passing, but he ran for 76. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in that type of game, but still able to, like, the way he was throwing that ball to Zay Flowers, man. Like he was, it was nasty, bro. Like Lamar
It was
was just
nasty.
he was darting. He was throwing
Yeah.
darts, bro. He was throwing darts and he was catching them, moving it. Their running backs look phenomenal right now. Gus Edwards pounds the hole. And I mean, with that run option is just crazy. Like if I got Gus going right and I see that that defensive end crash down, that's a whole lane just open for Lamar to run. And he's taking it, man. He is taking it.
Did you see that he stopped on a dime and let old boy go? He's just like, stop.
Yeah, just like he did in high school. So in high school, at that play when he stopped on the 1 yard line, let the dude slide by him, then he just stepped into the end zone. Real big dog shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lamar's not a pup, baby. He's grown up, man. He's on all fours, baby. He is not joking around, man. I think that then the next game for the AFC Championship is going to be an amazing game. You got Lamar versus the man himself, the phenom, Patrick Mahomes. What a game that's going to be. What a game.
I want to see that. That's probably the game. Yeah, probably the game I want to see.
Oh, it's going to be the biggest game of the week. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Agree.
And it should be. It should be.
Yeah.
But let's get into the third game.
Who we got?
Excuse me. Let's get into the third game. The second game on the Saturday slate. We got Baker, the Big Show Mayfield, going up against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions have a very special place in my heart. Rest in peace, Robert Shake Hawkins. That was his squad, man. If he could see you boys now, oh my God. But anyway, that game was pretty much dominated. Even though a very strong showing by Baker Mayfield in the Tampa Bay, the Lions won 31-23. In the last play of the game for the Buccaneers was Baker Mayfield throwing an interception on his way to try to push for the tie. So it was a hell of a game. But here's my question to you. During this game, the Buccaneers scored 23, and they could have kicked the extra point to make it a 7-point game, but instead they went for 2. What do you think about that decision?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I like a gutsy call like that. I like it. But it's all, you know, it's one of those plays that's I'm saying obvious here, but it's all good if it works, and it sucks if you should have went for it's always, if it doesn't work, you should have did this, should have did that. But
right,
overall, I like a
making it hard on yourself. You know, I can respect that. I can totally respect that. I think it's a Ty Bowles type play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to be a hard-nosed football team, kind of like Detroit. You know what I mean? They want to be a Detroit type team. You know what I mean? That grind, that grit. But in that situation, I would have took the extra point, made it a 7-point game, and if you want to go for the win after you scored a touchdown, cool, no doubt. But you're down 14 points either way it go. So if you take that first one, and then if you happen to get another touchdown, then you get to take the kick, tie it up, keep it pushing to overtime, or you go for 2 right there with less time on the clock, and you can go for the win.
What do you think about Baker Mayfield as a quarterback?
I think Baker. Thank you for asking that question. I think Baker Mayfield has definitely impressed this year, given the fact that that team is on a huge cap hit right now, huge. And they lost a lot of pieces, and Baker stepped in, and Baker was aggressive. That's what I liked about
Mm-hmm.
Baker. He was aggressive with the ball. He moved the ball down the field. Uh, he was opportunistic. I think Baker really showed that he can still play football. You know what I mean? I think next year I see him being the starting quarterback of Tampa Bay. I still don't think Baker's that like NFL champion, Super Bowl winning quarterback. But at the same time, that's what people say about my quarterback, Derek Carr, right now. So if I got faith in him, I can't blame Tampa Bay fans for having faith in Baker. You know what I mean?
Right,
But Baker was definitely impressive this year. Definitely better than I thought he was going to be, for sure.
man. Yeah, I mean, said I think he proved that. Like I've been saying, a lot of people been saying before, he got too much of the blame in Cleveland. He got way too much of the blame.
Well, in
And
Cleveland, that offensive line wasn't the offensive line it is now either. You
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying. He
mean?
got way, yeah, he got way too much of that blame.
But he played. I mean, if you play and you play trash, you're gonna get the blame. Like if you're injured, sit your ass down, which was the thing that Baker kept saying. He played through injury. That's cool, and they're gonna respect your heart. But if you play, they're gonna take you for what you do, regardless of the injuries.
Yeah, yeah, he got yeah,
He
he
played like trash.
got too much of the blame, and he proved when he went to the Rams football.
But timeout. Well, what happened when he went to Carolina first? He wasn't proving that he can play football. He played two, maybe 3 games for the Rams at the end of the season. I mean,
he played
besides
good.
that first game, but the first game, besides that first game, when he fresh off the plane, didn't know the playbook.
Yeah,
he went out there and balled. I give him that all day. But then the other games weren't impressive. Those other games weren't impressive.
I mean, I don't know if it's impressive,
He had
but the dude wasn't sorry.
He had Christian McCaffrey. You had Christian McCaffrey in Carolina. He was still there when Baker got there, and you still couldn't push the offense.
Nobody can do anything with Carolina.
That's not. Sorry,
that is true.
No, McCaffrey was a beast in Carolina before he was a beast in San Francisco. That is still the same running back. If you have the top running back on your team, you should be more productive as a quarterback because that person takes so many attention. He takes so much attention. Like it should have been easier to play quarterback with that type of running back. Not to mention you had Chuba behind him like as the backup. You had 2 good running backs in the backfield, and Baker couldn't get it done. I think Baker went to who say it again.
What quarterback did it with him? With Christian McCaffrey, what quarterback did it with him?
What's that boy name? What's that boy name, man? That he with the 49ers now. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold came in, was there before Baker got there and produced more wins with McCaffrey in that same Carolina shitty team than Baker did coming in.
That team was a shitty team.
Okay, at that time, it's okay to say Baker wasn't balling at that time because he wasn't balling at that time. This year, he showed that he can still play some NFL football. Like if you're gonna hang your hat on Baker, it got to be about this year because he was impressive this year.
Here's the thing about Carolina. I said
right. You trying to bring up the bright points in Baker, but there's more points than just the bright points. There's more shitty points than good points. It's okay to state that fact. You know what I mean?
Anybody.
But you can't say he balling. You can't say he balling when and bring up LA, but skip over to Carolina. You know what I mean? Because that was some shitty shit. That was majority of the season he played in Carolina. Shitty. But this year he balled.
This year he did. But we named 2 sorry franchises and said Baker didn't point out that Baker didn't play good.
I don't know why you call it Cleveland a sorry franchise.
They was when he was there.
Nick Chubb was running with a shitty offensive line. He got better when he got a better offensive line. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like Cleveland was maybe a shitty organization, but as far as the team goes, it was not a shitty team. It was not a shitty team.
It's a shitty organization that wasn't producing wins. Wasn't going.
But the team produced wins. The team produced wins. The organization does everything it can do up until Sunday before the game kickoff. Like the rest of
So
that's
is
on
the
the
team good
team,
or
man.
not? Is the team good or which one are you saying? The team is the bad one or the organization?
The organization is shitty. But when Baker was playing for Cleveland, the team was not trash. Like the team was not trash whatsoever at all.
Individual players were not trash, but the team was not good.
The
They had
team
individual good players.
The team produced good seasons. I mean, Baker went to the playoffs his first year.
Huh?
He went to the playoffs his first year to beat the Steelers. So he didn't have a shitty team.
The team, the organization, and the team was shitty.
I don't believe the team was shitty.
Individual players,
but that's the team, bro. Those players help them. Those players help build a roster, and that's the team.
When we're dropping ball on the quarterback, like that's you're not protecting the quarterback, but
whoa. You're not about to shit on OBJ and fucking and Landry. No, you not.
Yes.
Jarvis, them boys had more poorly thrown balls than they did drop balls, and that's just a straight up fact. It's been talked about over the years.
Yeah, it's been.
It was some horrible balls. Yo, why are we focusing on Baker and Cleveland in the first place, bro? Like, if you want to talk positive about Baker, let's talk about Baker in Tampa Bay. But bringing up that old shit ain't gonna work out too well because his actions on paper is down. Was not good in Cleveland. It was not. Like, I'm sorry. Like the first year, pretty damn good.
The team, the organization is trash there. It always has been.
Yes, the organization is trash. That doesn't mean the team is trash. Like the New York Knicks, perfect example. The Knicks.
Okay.
Trash organization.
Agree.
Trash. Okay, and that's just from years and years of what we have seen. Trash. Doesn't mean the team is garbage. They made the playoffs last year, looking pretty good this year, but still a good team in a trash organization. Baker had a good team in Cleveland. That's all I'm saying. Horrible organization. I agree with that. But he had a good team in Cleveland. He just couldn't make that shit work. That's why when Deshaun came available, they jumped on it. They hopped on it quicker than a hole looking at a dick. Like, it was aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Deshaun is he's looking good from his mansion right now.
Hey, but we got to talk about. We didn't even talk about Jared Goff in the beautiful offensive show they put on against Tampa Bay. Jared Goff came out there wheeling and dealing. He was slinging that pickle like he was a black man raised in the hood who found porn to be his outlet to success. He was slinging and hanging. All of it. You know what I mean? But he was definitely playing out there, man. The young boy Gibbs showed up. Amazing game on the ground. Montgomery, great on the ground. St. Brown, amazing in receiving. I mean, they had other receivers step up at big times. Laporta, that tight end. Aiden Hutchinson on defense, stepping up, making some big sacks. Sacks. Like, I knew once they was getting inside of Baker's face, it was going to be a hell of a day for Baker. But shout out to Detroit Lions, man. Got their first playoff win last week and now headed to the NFC Championship game. Big ups to Detroit. Be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, I agree. Be proud of yourself, man. Even though I was little I didn't care who won this game. I liked them both. But I'm like, I can't be mad at Detroit at all. Like, the good team.
Very good team.
I want to see
very good team. Very, very, very good team. The offense and the offensive line and defensive line look impressive. And that's what I love about Detroit. They built from the ground up. It's that real grit. They take on their coach's personality. You know what I mean? Like, they're in your face aggressive. Like, there's let's get it on. Let's not wait one more second. Blow the whistle. Let's get the game on. Let's get it popping.
You got them next week?
I do not. But we'll bring up our picks a little bit later. But as of right now, we got to talk about that last game. The last game was the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy led the San Francisco 49ers to a game-winning drive, which resulted in the 49ers beating the Green Bay Packers 24-21. Jordan Love looked awesome out there in his first year. He's not a rookie, but his first year as a starter, he definitely looked like what Green Bay is going to have for a long time coming. His future looks really good. He's on a cheap contract, probably about to get extended. How could you not extend him? That's we were talking about earlier when we were talking about the Texans. This team exceeded expectations. No one saw this coming. Jordan Love progressed over the season, and I must say, Green Bay showed their ass. They showed their ass, and they represented very well for their team. But Brock Purdy, who did not have a great game, he didn't have a great game when it comes to the first, second, and third quarter. He had some consistency, enough to put up points. McCaffrey stepped up at times, had some big runs. But Brock Purdy marched down the field, 90 yards, 6 for 7 completions. Had a little scramble to the left hash. Got down there close to the first down. Then McCaffrey finished it off with a run to get that victory. What do you think about that game with Thies?
Man, look, Brock, I was never sold on Brock Purdy in the beginning. Still not 100% sold on him, but I can't deny what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That you can't deny when he does something good, you know?
Back to back NFC championship games now.
Yeah.
Back to back.
But I want to say that Love, though. Let me talk about Jordan Love real quick. Jordan Love is throwing that ball looking right. He was throwing the ball pretty darts.
He does look like Aaron Rodgers. He does. Off the back foot.
More Jordan Love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really watch him this season.
Very impressive. He's very well.
I'm not going to game day this season.
The only reason they made it to the playoffs in the first place, and it hurts my heart to bring this up, the New Orleans Saints were up 14 points in the fourth quarter on Green Bay, and the Saints defense let Jordan Love get loose for that comeback victory, and we lose it with the last kick of the last second. We lose the game. It hurts because flip that. If we win that game, we in the playoffs. They out of the playoffs, but whatever. That's not how the cards was dealt. It played out the way it's supposed to play out, and Jordan Love showed why he will be a contender, not just for like Pro Bowls, but possibly for MVPs in the future.
Ooh.
But Brock Purdy, how can you not be? I still wonder why people can't believe in Brock Purdy. They say you want to see him down, get a win. I get that, I understand that, but it's not his fault that they have so many leads. He contributes to those leads. You know what I mean? If it was all just, I hand the ball off to McCaffrey, he runs every touchdown in. That's not the case. Purdy has been putting up touchdowns, numbers. He has he's thrown for the longest amount of passes, like yards percentages per pass. Like he's dominating that, which is a big deal. So he's not nickel and diamond his passes. You know what I mean? He's not garbage time passing like Doc. What's his name? That boy Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott. That garbage time points killing fantasy owners. It's crazy. It's crazy. But whatever. Yeah. I digress. You know what I mean? I'm just very impressed by the 49ers grit.
Yeah. Grit. Even me, like I'm not, like I said, I'm one of the ones that's not too sold on him yet, but I can't deny that Garoppolo had done nothing with it. And Brock Purdy is. So he still got to go. No matter how you feel about him, he still got to go out there and perform.
Jimmy G was not getting no running back sets in that offense. Like Brock has earned the trust of his coach, and you see it. You see that he's going to make good decisions with the football. I'm very impressed. Shout out to Brock. Shout out to Jordan for doing what you did, bro. You took your team farther than anyone, I think, including the Green Bay fans expected. Brock Purdy continues to put up W's, which is all that matters, baby. Which is all that matters. You can win a Super Bowl 3-2. When it's all said and done, who gets the W? That's what matters, baby. That's what matters. Man has good NFL, damn good NFL football this weekend. We were blessed to some very
Yeah.
good shit. Some very good shit. A lot of drama. You know what I mean? In the fourth quarter, which is all you can ask for as a fan. When your team's eliminated, all you can ask for is good football. And we got a bunch of it this week.
Well, yeah, with emotion when Baker pass interception. I mean, the anguish on his face. You got it all this week. You got the hot emotions was going. I liked every minute of it.
It was amazing, man. It was just like this podcast. It was amazing. So go ahead. You see the ticker at the bottom. It's Not So Common NSC podcast, baby. Like, comment, subscribe. NSC, we're doing it in a big way. We the guys who make it run, man. My dog, my big dog, Big Matthias. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
And you know who it is. It's your boy, man. Q, the Oz father, Don Q. You know what I mean? We here, we there, we everywhere. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms. Tell them what the platforms is, Matthias.
Hey, follow us on Clapper, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Not So Common NSC. We are on all NSC.
That. We out here, we in here, we everywhere, man. It's the Not So Common NSC podcast. Matthias, where can they find you at?
Find me on Instagram, Matthias_Dream, Facebook, Matthias Wilburn. Find me on Clapper and Matthias Wilburn. Hey, follow me on all that.
All of it. All of it. Follow me on Instagram, CUE_THE_songwriter. CUE_THE_songwriter. Find my music under The Songwriter on all platforms. Apple, Spotify, anywhere you get music at. Well, I'm everywhere. I'm every damn way.
Yeah, everywhere.
You know what I mean? Shit. You here, we there, we everywhere. Holla at us, man. Not So Common NSC.
See, look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me?